and bleach them to see if they'll take a bleach, because I just don't even know what kind of material they are. Deep pockets. Yeah, potential. We got some potential here. So, a lot of potential, a lot of fun potential. We've got a big old canvas such as these big overalls. Okay, we've got another pair. They're like, they kind of look a little boot cut. They don't look, well, they just don't look like they're skinny. They just look like normal. I don't know, this probably doesn't explain it, but like a hiking boot could go over them. That's it. These are Gap. And so, again, they got the tattered, and then these will look great with patch work. And let's see what kind of material. They're size medium, made in Bangladesh. And yeah, they're denim. I couldn't tell you if they're cotton. They look like cotton though, and they feel like cotton. And you could see there's already some fading. Yeah, nice. And then let's look at the back pockets. They got the fun. That's a fun pocket there. Fun back pockets. Okay, we got another pair. These are a size small, high 5. They are made in Vietnam. Okay, here's the... What happens is people take these tags off and you can't sometimes know because they become uncomfortable. 100% cotton lining. 65% cotton, 35% rayon. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how they take. They got the side pockets that I love. I never really even took this idea off of anything. I just like the side pockets. They're really super good for cell phone, like I said, as a teacher, running around. Yeah, so those are fun. And they're going to be really fun. Okay. I spent the most on these. I'll put in the comments what I spent at Raghouse. I remember the shipping does cost quite a bit. These are pretty heavy duty. Love how tattered they are already. And worn. Look at that. Look at that. Like, that's fantastic. Because American Eagle. Look at that. 90s boyfriend overall. American Eagle. They're 100% cotton. Now, that's why everybody kind of wants, like, these brands again. Because they stopped making them in, like, the little bit olders in the 90s. Because they were cotton. When I was raising my daughter, they used cotton. And this jean is just, I feel how much, like, heavier material. So, these will be fun to redo. And we have another black pair. These are skinny on the bottom. So, they were originally $16.99 at some resale shop. Who knows? $10.24. So, we've got, it's called Denim Company. And then it gives all the different sizes. So this would be like a size 4 in the US. They don't, I mean, they do look small. So with these, shout out to Tracy Myers. She shows us in her videos, in her tutorials, that are just a joy to watch. You know, you could take this out and you can add in, and that makes the leg wider. I showed you in a video. I did that to a pair of pants. Where are those pants at? Well, who knows? Oh, they're back over. I did that to a pair of shorts, some pants, and then that makes it like wider and baggier. So I do have a denim needle on my sewing machine, but it's not my favorite thing to do is to sew denim, because it's so hard on your machine. So I might cut these to like a knee length, and then they would be wide enough. I mean, and then they don't have to go down to the skinny instead of adding the side. And that's just kind of like a little shortcut for me. And then I could just add all the fun patches and all the fun things that I think would be embellishing. Okay, we've got another pair. These are not skinny, thankfully. They're a normal, I don't know what you would call them, just like a normal boot cut. Trying to find the just says jeans. There's no tag other than this, and it just states to wash it. It's 85% cotton, 12% polyester. And so I'm pretty sure this kind of stuff, when it has mostly it's made of cotton, it'll take some bleaching and do some bleaching, which will be fun. So then you have a variety, so I can put out a variety like a black pair and a denim, and the beige color that looks antique-y. And then people have kind of a variety, or they might want several of them. So I got to get busy on these because I don't have a lot of time left. And I want to have some of these. I still have to go get all my vintage nightgowns. I think I'll do a video on that. Can't remember if a lady gave me all her vintage nightgowns. They're just beautiful. They're the long ones with some overcoats. I think I'll do a video on that just because they're iconic. And I want to get some out there because it's kind of like a Mother's Day craft vendor market. Okay, so there is Arizona Jean Company, size small, 95% cotton, and 5% recycled cotton. That's cool. Let's see what kind of... These look really... they got the vintage vibe, like the 80s, because of the boot cut, the way they were when we were growing up. This was the cut they always had. This is a little bit skinny, but they're not totally skinny. So I'm really thankful for that, because I just didn't want that totally skinny. And what do? Now pull out some total skinny ones. Look. Dark, but again, these I can cut into shorter, and they're a little wider, and use the other part for something different. Old Navy, they're a dark denim, which a lot of people want this dark wash, and they got the 3 buttons on the side. Most likely, I'm gonna guess they're pretty heavy duty. I'm gonna guess they're cotton. I don't know for sure. Well, I don't know. I can't find the side information, the information on the tag. So it's my guess and your guess if they'll pan out. But look at that, gorgeous. I love overalls and the hardware. I just do. I like all the fun pockets. Look, put phone in there. So Definitely gonna have to keep a pair for myself once I make them. See which ones fit me, because I'm I'm between a medium and a large. I probably want a large. I want a baggy. That's another thing. If I don't make them baggier, people can just go one size larger in these to be baggy. Also, you don't really know if they're men or women's. I mean, these are skinny at the bottom. They're one. These are called wallflower. I like looking at the tags, because the tags are fun. And there's a dog. There's a dog that has a harness and it runs over here. It just kind of worries me. I just tapped on the window. Only reason it worries me is because it looks like it's part pit bull, and pit bulls love cats, and I have cats. Being in the mountains, I have to have cats. They're not. Some of them are a little tame in the house, but we keep them a little feral because that way they go, and I have no mice or rat problems. That's the whole reason. But the dogs will come around and try and sniff them out. These are extra large, nice, and they're made 72% cotton, 28% polyester, and then spandex.